So this video is going to be about a reminder, close to myself but to you as well, to not forget yourself in a relationship with someone. Even if that person's amazing and you would want to spend most of your time with them, or you want to be there for them, or you want to do things for them, sometimes we as women particularly, and maybe even certain kinds of women, there is this feeling of, at least for me, it took me a long time to realize how to love without abandoning myself in the process. Because I love very deeply, right? But I almost use that as an escape or as a ticket out of myself, you know? That I would invest the love and the time I had in someone else, and somehow I would just figure out that my needs or my care would just be taken care of miraculously. But something kept happening. Whenever I would do that, I become fixated on the relationship and the other person and how it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to feel, and if there were issues, fixing them. And I would forget, but what about me, you know? Like, I would forget my relationship with myself. Now, I was having this conversation with my friend, so if you're watching, friend, hi. And I was talking about how when I'm single, I actually don't mind being single, right? I love being single. I enjoy myself when I'm single, but I also love being in a relationship. I feel like I'm a relationship kind of person. Like, I love relationships. I love close relationships. I love having good friends. I love having a good family base. I love having good love. I just love, like, okay, this is that. I love it. And so I wanted to learn, or I've been observant of how I have grown with the way I love. When I was younger, it was disastrous. When I fell in love, everything was forgotten. Even my family, even my friends. I was just like, bye guys, I've been rescued from this island and I'm gone. I'm gonna go. And I didn't know the damage that does to me, that did to me, or even to us in general, when you fall in love and you divorce yourself, you know? And I really loved as a kid's core on love, that love is about sharing myself with someone else. Not really abandoning myself for someone else, right? And the idea that you can love and you can still be true and remain faithful to yourself. Maybe this sounds weird to some of you, but I feel like some of you get it. Okay, where am I present, right? Presently, I'm somewhere where I feel like I have great love for my partner. I adore my partner, but at the same time, I know that my duty, my first duty, not only to our relationship but to myself, is myself. By taking care of myself, by being there for myself, by feeling as many of my needs as I need to feel or meet, by being aware of myself, the things that annoy me, the things that are pleasing me, by being engaged in my passions, in my own projects, in my own adventures. Me and my sister were having this conversation because I was telling her about this theory I had when I was younger about why do bloggers always have long-term relationships, and I made up this whole idea, or this theory, that a woman, a happy woman, needs a project, and if it's not something else, it will be the relationship, right? And I really feel like that is true, that when I'm aware of, when I have my own projects, or maybe even anybody, when I have my own projects or my own hobbies and I'm focused on that and I'm being fulfilled by that and my other friendship, then I bring this energy to my relationship, not only with myself but with my partner, from a different place than when I feel like you're my everything, you know, like this is all I'm investing in, this is all, like once even when I was younger, I don't do that anymore, but when I was younger and I had my first big love, I was always like, I was even sitting in class like thinking, why do I even go to school? Like I feel like everything else lost value because I found something even more valuable. And it's because I didn't know how to ground my love, but also because I didn't know what a healthy love relationship was. That wasn't modeled for me growing up. It's something I've had to learn as I have grown. So I've been really intentional in saying to myself, how do I not only have healthy relationships with the people I love, but with myself in the process? Because I think even when it comes to setting boundaries, to growing together, to having healthy relationships, it all starts with how you care for yourself. If you abandon yourself for someone else, it will be hard for you to, for example, stand your ground, or for example, sustain your own value outside of that relationship. And so you'll be more easily manipulated. Yes, sometimes. Not only that, but like you'd be easily desperate, you know, because you come from a place of all in. You've bet everything and that's never good. And it doesn't mean that you love less intentional or less passionately, but you love with awareness, and you know that your first responsibility is, like, you look at it as a garden, that you met this person and they have a beautiful garden, and they met you because of your beautiful garden. Whatever it is, you were there, you were enjoying life, you were feeling it, and they were there and they were feeling life and enjoying it, and you were feeling them. And then you meet each other, and then you decide, okay, I'm gonna abandon my garden, or they decide, I'm gonna abandon my garden and let's just do us. But it's not healthy. Instead, you bring your two gardens together and you learn from each other and you grow with each other and you reflect with each other. But you never abandon your gardens, because that's where you'll be most of your life. You can only share what you have within you with others, always, you know. And when you abandon yourself, you give an abandoned version of yourself, a tired version, a depleted version of yourself. It's not the same person that you were when you were falling in love, and it's not healthy. So you can love while being in love with yourself, you know. And this is something I am happy to be moving into and exploring more. It took a very desperate situation to get there and to get here for me, but I'm really happy that I went through that to learn what I've learned, and to be like, whoa, I can love you and I can still be committed to me, you know. It's new for me. For others, maybe that is, of course, duh. But for people who grew up in houses where that wasn't the norm, where there was no picture of good love, of stable love, of love that also was good for the self, I think it takes us longer to get there. And so when we do get there, we get excited and we want to share like I'm doing now. And I hope that inspires you guys as well, because it's a beautiful thing to love, to be loved, and still love yourself, and to still care for yourself. Right now in our own relationship, we even have a day off where I just take care of myself, where I just take care of my needs and what I need. And of course my partner gets to do that, but it was very important to have that as a reminder that I need a day a week, one day off a week, where I come back to self, where I do my my grounding, my feminine energy is restored and consoling me and comforting me, and I'm bathed in my joy and in my creativity, and in all of those things. And then when I come back to my relationship, I bring all those things and I share and I multiply it, instead of like just take everything I have and give it, and there's nothing left for me, and now I'm starving and you need to feed me and you need to care for me and you need to fulfill that for me. No, I am able to do that for myself, and then I can come and share it with yourself, and now we can share even more and better together. So that's something me and my partner have have grown to, and I hope it's of benefit to you guys out there. And I wanted to say something else about that, but it has escaped me. But yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's it.